home tracks and ran for track points. Had a couple more show up, and tonight 26 able to stick around for the third and final day. So instead of running a B feature, decided to just throw all of them into one pot and mix it all up and see who comes out on the other end as they will file out from turn number 2. We will get the starting grid set for you. And again, with this number of cars that come in, you have a wide variety of drivers that have been to this event before, have won this event, know what it's all about. And then you've got some drivers like a Reggie Jackson, we see him right there, a Kenton Allen, those types of cars and drivers that this is their first taste of a Show Me 100, and they would love to have a good showing here tonight as well. Take you through our 26-car field, and Matt Johnson will be on the pole. He had 2 top 5 finishes. He won the tribute to Don and Billy Gibson last night. He is winner of 4 of the last 5 races, and he will start on the pole. And Ryan Middaugh, your current point leader, he's got a couple of top 5s this weekend as well. He's number 2 in the USRA point standings. He will start in P2.
Row number 2, it's going to be the 98. That belongs to Jeff Cutshaw, the Bolivar, Missouri native and the veteran from right here at Lucas Oil Speedway. On the outside, it's going to be 99. That's Dylan Hoover. Columbia, Missouri is where he calls home.
Peyton Phillips' last win here at Lucas Oil Speedway came in 2012. He's a winner at Humboldt already this year. The Chinook, Kansas native pilots the 127. And Chad Wheeler, as we mentioned, he goes from the penthouse to the outhouse. He won on Thursday, didn't even make the green flag last night. The Muskogee, Oklahoma native still, however, gets a number 6 starting spot. And outside of him, it'll be Robbie Reed out of Mexico, Missouri, a 2-time track champion, and Dennis Elliott, who's won 5 straight championships at I-35.
Lucas Gibbs, a 51 from Udall, Kansas. On row 5, along with Jason Person, who's superintendent, Hermitage, Missouri, in the 38.
Donnie Barnhart with 2 top 10s this year. He's done it both the Show Me 100 before. He did that back in 2019. And Johnny Wyman, he is from Fulton, Missouri. He won at Callaway earlier this year.
Wyatt Gajero is the on the inside as we go through. Coming around out of turn number 3 now into 4. As we kick it off, green flag in the air. We are underway.
Matt Johnson up on the front row with Ryan Middaugh as we get this underway, and Ryan Middaugh to the outside uses that middle lane to his advantage, and it's a 2-car breakaway as they're 3 wide back behind him, and they're all wadded up over in turn 2. Wyatt Gajero in the middle of that. Chase Jones, the 0-3, they call him Bean. He got involved in that as well as the Boone's Barbecue caution comes out. Also getting involved in that 3-car incident, one of the number 5s on the track who started all the way back dead last, Jason McGeehee out of Wichita, Kansas.
Let's take a look at what.
If he can make it pay off for him. We also saw in that late model race, you mentioned the ruts over in turns 1 and 2.
Yep.
And Ben Shelton made a very good comment of whenever Jonathan Davenport was getting up on the top side of turn 4, he decided, I'm not going up to the top anymore. I'm staying on the bottom of the track, and I don't blame him for doing that, as it was just evil over there in turn 4. That's where they're at right now, but they're on the bottom side of the track as the green is back in the air looking to complete lap number 1, and this time Matt Johnson gets a good hole shot. It was a 2-car breakaway on that original start. This time it's just the 1 car. It is the 1X of Matt Johnson.
Matt Johnson, the 1X out front, but he's got company coming as it is a battle for that 3rd spot. The 98, that is Jeff Cutshaw. As you see him going along the 127, Peyton Phillips. Also the 99, that belongs to Dylan Hoover. The 88, Chad Wheeler. Wheeler, the winner here Thursday night. He'd like to get himself up there in contention as he also in vie for that 3rd spot.
Yeah, C-Dub, after winning on Thursday, had an oil pump go out, had some steering issues, lost all of his power steering, and that was on the coming to green lap that had happened in turn 3. He ducked down to the inside and said, I am not going to chance anything. He got the push back to the pit area, but he lives to fight another day. Good battle for 3rd and 4th. Peyton Phillips on the inside of Jeff Cutshaw made just a little bit of contact over in turn number 3. C-Dub's going to take that opportunity to go to the top side, and Tracy Wolf in the 21W over in turn 4 will loop it around. We did get 3 laps into our 30-lap main, and Matt Johnson has been out in front the entire.
Johnson on the point, brings him around.
Very slow pace Matt Johnson has on the backstretch. Again, he was pulling double duty. Late model ride didn't go quite as expected for MJ, but the 1X has won already one time this weekend. He would love to make it 2 in a row for the man from Archie. Green in the air, gets out to a 3-car length advantage as they fan out 2 and 3 wide, and C-Dub continues to ride the top shelf. Caution comes out again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cars, 7 cars. All involved in that, including Dennis Elliott, the 29, Donnie Barnhart in the 11. The 24, he just can't get out of Wheatland fast enough the way his weekend is gone. He tore that one all up on Thursday night. Brandon Conkrite has it all crumpled up again. Wyatt Guerrero back involved in that, and Brandon got involved, but then on the slide, the 29 of Dennis Elliott.
Looked like on that start, one of them may have made contact.
2 nights.
Yellow light is out, means we're going to go green flag out of turn number 4 this time. Matt Johnson brings him to the point.
And the breeze is actually picking up. It had died down earlier on this evening, but now there is a breeze that comes as a tailwind down the backstretch. And Matt Johnson dives to the inside again. C-Dub does exactly what Ricky Thornton Jr. was doing on the restarts for the late models. He starts high and he stays high, trying to find some type of traction up top. Robbie Reed trying to split the wicket, going between 2 cars. Doesn't happen on that lap. He has to stay right to the outside of Peyton Phillips, but then Robbie Reed will shoot up the track as he plows some dirt up, loses the position. It's still Matt Johnson out in front. Jeff Cutshaw takes the advantage over Ryan Middaugh after Middaugh through 3 laps was running second. Jeff Cutshaw now owns that position.
It is Chad Wheeler, the 88, in 4th, but the battle for that 5th spot coming around. Robbie Reed, the 5, the 127, that belongs to Peyton Phillips. Is caution up in turn number 1, and that belongs to Tracy Wolf, the Buffalo, Missouri, number 21. That's going to be his 2nd caution on the night.
Tonight, he chooses to go to the inside. That's where Ryan Middaugh had been going whenever he was running 2nd. Now that Cutshaw gets that spot, and that kind of asks the question, if Cutshaw can pass Ryan Middaugh on the outside, why go to the inside here unless you just know your car's that hooked up?
We're about to find out. Into 3 out of 4, Matt Johnson, the 1X on the point. Green flag in the air for Mike Striegel.
And you see the lucky dice of Daniel Franklin sitting there in turn number 4. And the caution comes out. Hobby Time Motorsport Safety Crew will head out to take care of the 7 of Daniel Franklin out of Berryville, Arkansas. 2 years ago at Show Me 100, he only had 1 finish inside the top 20. Finished 19th on the, not gotten used to a track like this. He would much rather have a heavy track that you can stay down on the loud pedal.
Well, so there's still spots though in there, Shane, on the bottom and the top that they can grab moisture. So I mean, it's a little bit of both tracks in one.
Slow over in turn 3. They are slow no longer as Matt Johnson has led 4 laps now. Ryan Middaugh to the inside of Jeff Cutshaw as they're wheel-to-wheel down the backstretch before Cutshaw accelerates past the 21.
Matt Johnson on the point, Cutshaw in that 2nd spot. The battle continues for that 3rd spot or 4th spot between the 88 of Wheeler, the 5 of Robbie Reed, the 127 Peyton Phillips, all going for that real estate.
And Peyton Phillips was all over the track over in 3 and 4. Actually tapped Chad Wheeler on the exit of turn 4, finally got it straightened out. Now Dylan Hoover's on the hunt, looking to the outside of Gibbs in the 51G. Jason Pursley's up in that. He's the blue and white car. On the bottom of the track is now Chad Wheeler and Robbie Reed stay nose to tail. That's a battle for 4th and 5th as Matt Johnson now has led 7 laps. Fastest lap time on that last circuit was Jeff Cutshaw running in 2nd with a 19.087.
Great run for Matt Johnson, staying in front. He's got the fastest overall lap with an 18.41 on the track as he rolls through. And then looking in, it is Chad Wheeler and Ryan Middaugh, the two battling for that third spot as they come around. Looking now to the inside of Jeff Cutshaw. That is Ryan Middaugh, the 21.
Three-car battle for second, third, and fourth. Cutshaw and Ryan Middaugh. Middaugh gets him on the last lap just by a nose. Only 1/100th of a second. Middaugh stays to the inside. The choo-choo train up at the top now has Chad Wheeler involved in that. And Matt Johnson has to lift going into 3. Ryan Middaugh now looking to walk through the door that Matt Johnson's left open. That door is on the inside. Chad Wheeler, he's all the way up to second now as he's going to make the pass over Ryan Middaugh on the backstretch.
Battle for the lead. The 1X of Matt Johnson, the 88 Chad Wheeler, the 21 of Ryan Middaugh. It is a sandwich between the 3, the 1X of Matt Johnson in the middle. Here comes Chad Wheeler. A Wheeler around, takes the lead out of turn number 2.
As Matt Johnson plows up the track, he had led 7 laps, and now he's back to third. That picture right there in your screen of the top 3 running cars have the 2 winners from the previous nights, and Ryan Middaugh, who had been Mr. Consistency on the first 2 nights as well, finishing 4th at the Cowboy Classic on Thursday and 2nd last night at the Tribute.
Here's a battle for that 4 spot, the 98 and the 5. That is Jeff Cutshaw and Robbie Reed as they come around. But breaking away from the pack, it is the 2, Chad Wheeler and Ryan Middaugh, breaking away for the lead. Here they come into 3 and out of 4. It is Middaugh, looks to the inside.
Lap traffic may become a factor in this now as well as Jory Stotts in the 12 junior. He's going to go a lap down to Chad Wheeler, and that's ideal for Chad because he was running that side of the track as well. He really didn't have to break his rhythm, do anything different to get around the lapped car. Ryan Middaugh, however, had been running down on the low side of the track. He had to wait just a half a second to make the pass over Jory Stotts, and you can tell the difference now. Chad Wheeler's been able to pull away over Ryan Middaugh by 0.6 seconds.
Chad Wheeler, the 88, Muskogee, Oklahoma, is where he calls home on the point. Now the battle for that 4th spot. It is the 5 of Robbie Reed, the 98 of Jeff Cutshaw, as they look to the inside, looking for that 1. Now they've got to get around Stotts, the 12 car. That is Matt Johnson in 3rd.
And Matt Johnson has his hands full. He lost the lead whenever he went a little too wide through the turn. Now that Robbie Reed's breathing down his neck, you saw him have a little bit of a bobble as well, and that's opened the door for Robbie Reed now on the back bumper of Matt Johnson. 3rd and 4th. You look up closer to the front. Now Ryan Middaugh to the inside of Chad Wheeler. A battle for the lead. Lap traffic involved in this again as Ben Stockton is going to be the meat of the sandwich, and Ryan Middaugh will use him as a pick. Take the lead away from Chad Wheeler through turns 1 and 2. Wheeler continues to rim ride around the top of the track looking for that momentum. Another lap car in Wyatt Guerrero where Ryan Middaugh used the lap car to his advantage a lap ago. Chad Wheeler is going to do the same thing this time as he's going to use the top shelf with Wyatt Guerrero down on the bottom side.
As they come around this time, it's going to be 10 laps left to go. The 88 of Chad Wheeler on the point as they come through. The 21 of Ryan Middaugh looking to get around. Now they've got traffic to get around. It is Wheeler as he weaves in and out to use traffic. 21 of Ryan Middaugh trying to reel him back in.
With 10 laps to go, Chad Wheeler threaded the needle a lap ago. Now he's up on the top side going through the bumps that are up on the top side of 3 and 4. And Matt Johnson, we told you his car was evil. He was all over the place, and now he'll spin it around with 9 to go. The Boone's Barbecue caution will come out. Hobby Time Motorsports safety crew will go out and tend to the 1X who led early. He was running in 3rd at the time that now are out. As the field slows down the backstretch, Chad Wheeler, the control car now. Front row all to his own. Ryan Middaugh chooses to go to the inside. That sticks Robbie Reed to the outside. Back at it with 10 to go, and Chad Wheeler, after getting the lead, making a 2-for-1 special pass, getting around both Matt Johnson and Ryan Middall, will lead the pack into turns 3 and 4 as it's side by side for second, with Ryan Middall to the inside of Robbie Reed.
On the point, Chad Wheeler, the 88, the Muskogee, Oklahoma native, is your leader, but that battle continues for that second spot. Now here goes Middall. Middall comes up and takes second spot, but no, Reed's not done with it as they come out of turn number 4. Side by side, it's going to be Robbie Reed at the line.
Had him by a car length over Ryan Middall. Chad Wheeler has gotten out to a 6-car length advantage over this battle for second with Robbie and Ryan Middall. Robbie Reed out of Mexico, Missouri, won our season opener back on March 25th. He stayed closer to home after making 2 straight runs at championships. He said he got really busy with work, just simply wasn't able to make it out on a weekly basis and run for points. It's extremely difficult to make it a points championship run throughout the year. Can't really miss anything. And Robbie Reed said, I don't want to do that anymore. I need to work. I've got other things I need to do. And he just pulled off a last lap speed of 19.243. He is picking up speed, and Chad Wheeler with 1.2 second advantage over Reed with 6 to go. It'll be 5 to go this time at the line. Chad Wheeler on the left side of your screen. Robbie Reed leads Ryan Middall. This is second and third on the right side of your screen. And now in the center of your screen, you see Lucas Gibbs, the 51, spinning it out over in turn number 3, bringing out the Boone's Barbecue caution again. Lucas Gibbs, a 6 Ozarks in a modified, and a 3-time champ at Callaway in a B mod. Slow pace again for Chad Wheeler. He keeps it nice and slow down the backstretch, and then he will get after it. Robbie Reed stays right with him on the restart. Chooses to go to the inside, and now Peyton Phillips peeks his nose to the inside of Ryan Middall. A couple cars jump the cushion. Chase Jones, the 29 of Dennis Elliott, up in that as well. Jeff Cutshaw has dropped back to 5th after having a good run up front, running in 2nd. It's a 4-car gaggle, includes Cutshaw, and now you see Dylan Hoover in the 99. He's up into that as well as Hoover rides along in 8th. Laps clicking down. We told you once they all got lined out, we'd see some laps get put up on the board. 4 to go. It'll be 3 this time by, as Ryan Middall is now back in the mix, looking to the inside of Robbie Reed. Reed had the advantage that last time by over Ryan Middall, as Chad Wheeler starting to check out. Not quite a half a straightaway advantage the 88 has, but Jory Stotts, the 12, on the inside of turn number 4. Maybe he's off the track enough in turn 4. And now caution will come out, as Jory Stotts was behind the screen over there in turn 4, and Mike Striegel couldn't see him. Ben Stockton spun it around as well.